Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to the TDCCS series. Now, as you can see from the screen today, we are racing at Martinsville again. This is the third test race that's appeared on the Week 1 calendar, so that's kind of funny. I don't know why I ran with the schedule. Anyway, we've had a couple of important announcements since last time. We obviously have that the new All-Star race. It'll be the top 20, so 20 of the top performers from the series, well, the top performer from each team. So realistically, the only person guaranteed a starting spot right now is Jermiat because Ved hasn't actually started this season yet. He starts after this race. He returns from his eye surgery. And, well, it's up against 20 of the best drivers the Cup Series has seen in the modern era. So, Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Jeff Gordon, Dale Jr. will be there, Denny Hamlin, Brad and Joey, Chase Elliott, all those sort of guys. They'll be there. And, well, obviously we also have some Plushy series news about the new PWT KYU team. Well, it's the rebranded PWT KYU team, who apparently can't math. Anyway, I guess we should get into the race with, obviously,
Drivers, to your cars.
Okay, and if we see okay, we don't see Los Cubes on pole. The game was playing some tricks on me. We see instead Fried Earth on pole, which is actually going to be quite an interesting run. So for anyone who keeps an eye on the Plushy series as well, we know that Fried is one of the most unreliable drivers there, in that he tends to crash a lot. Oh my goodness, his teammate is in the last two. Why the heck is Neo Server muted? Hope I don't know who did that. Sorry, sorry if I did do that. But anyway, we've got quite a bit to unpack here. We have, if I can go over to our standings, we have series leader RWB, 38th. We have the Penske's first and last. We have PWT, so we have BWT way down the field compared to usual, at least certainly for Plush. We have Friday Preston, who's I believe actually in our race chat right now, at least in the drivers' lounge. He's in second with Fried on pole, who is well known for having good crashes. So that'll be interesting. Jermiat, who, as I said, is probably already through to the All-Star race. He is in fifth. BMW is also the rather mixed day. Let's go to the grid.
Drivers, to your cars.
Okay. Here we go. We are green. And he's immediately pushed out wide. There's been some kind of thing going on here. There's been a lot going on here. So that was why the 12 was slow. He had a puncher. The 13 has a puncher. Actually, is Chirrut in the pit lane? Chirrut's in the pit lane. So Chirrut's had a puncher. He is in the pit lane. The 13 has had a puncher. That's sideways. Great. Great! And the 48's had an engine issue. That was Doge. And if I'm not wrong, he's also holding up a ton of cars. Oh, that's the cause. That's the 6, right? That's AGE. He was leading the championship going into the last race. So that was an interesting start. Now there's probably going to be a penalty for Doge here. We saw a penalty for what's his name last time? I can't actually remember who I'm talking about, sorry. Wait, RWB's been completely jumped off the line. He is last. So yeah, we're yellow immediately. What a start. Let's hope nobody else sustained any real damage here. Now we're all racing back to the line. We have Churret still in pit lane. With the pace car on the track, I think we had someone else in pit lane. We have Doge nearly... Oh my goodness, he's missed it. Doge has missed the pit lane. Oh, I should probably pause that. What other kinds of shenanigans going on here? Liam's in the pit lane. What a start. There's Martinsville crazy, so there's Martinsville crazy, and then there's that. Which can honestly just be called mess. Nobody's actually managed to crash into anyone through here, which is quite impressive. How is Doge going for his attempts to find the pit? Well, that's a yeet. He's just absolutely yeeted himself there. Sideways Reaction has found the pit lane. I don't think anyone's quite found who's meant to be in front of the safety car yet, though. You can tell that Doge car is on not all of its cylinders. It's not a hard engine failure, but it is still an engine failure. I'm actually going to have to pick up the pace car here with the in-cam. Now that, I believe, that's Chariot dropping back. Who's he picked up? I think he hasn't picked up the 55, he hasn't picked up the 42s, and he's meant to pick up the 2, I think. So we should follow with the 2. He's just there. So the 99's been in line, the 48 is into line now. What is the 2 doing? What is the 37 doing, more importantly? What is it? So that is Johnny. He is doing something that he probably shouldn't be by trying to pass Matty under the eyes. And how did that Stewart car end up falling? We're going to take a commercial break, I think, while we figure all of this out. Okay. Under this commercial break, so let's see if they've actually sorted it out, which is really impressive. 2:16 phase 7, that's what they're meant to be doing. And yes, phase 7 was trying to unlap, so it's trying to lap Matty, but it's not going to fly. The 50 has been in the lane. That's unfortunate for Preston. He started second, if we may remember. Now, the 87, this is the car I want to check. This could be what damaged the, that's not the A6, that's not the A7, it's the A6, sorry. He has a lot of damage. I'd love to know what caused that. Does he get drilled by someone? No, at that corner he doesn't. That's the one where I got a bit confused. That car will likely need to be in repair at some point. Oh, well, the side damage was already there. I'll see if I can figure out who that's from. Oh, that's why Liam was in the lane. He goes around there. And then he gets attacked from Cubus as well, I think. And then Preston is the other car, because he's also been in the lane. I don't know why. RWB's been in. 15 of Jermiat has been in. That car also qualified high. What is going on? Unless it's just a strategy perspective. Oh, okay. There's been another pile up. What a start! We're 12 minutes in and we've gone 5 laps. This is going to get better. Live reaction from the race thing. Banned. Yeah. Pace car start there. So far, Preston just held that lap, so Sideways Reaction, Chorito, Doge, RWB, and Liam are all off the lead up. I think Doge may lose another one here. I don't know if he's come out of the pit lane yet. Apparently he has. Preston's back in though, which is... Oh, he was serving a penalty, I think. Oh, he's trying to get damage repaired. Preston will definitely lose a lap then. So I reckon this time by the lap cars are mounting up. This will be a fun restart. They'll be having their own battle. The drivers up front will be having their own battle. Or at least trying to. I think we are green. Anyway, we have the lap cars off to the inside and the lead lap cars on the outside now. Big Bum should get his lap back. Yellow, yellow, yellow. There's been an accident. Just caught it in the back view. It's Ford going around. They had that start. That was contact with Ren. Now, I think there might be another layer to this. There is definitely another layer to this. And there's a massive chain behind. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a mess. Who's going to die? Nobody apparently except Tunerables, so except Fast's car. Which is proving to be the opposite right now. Oh, issues for Cal. Issues for Cal. What's happened here? He'll be a good vantage point to watch this from, as we... No, he won't be, apparently, actually. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to do this. I've got no clue what's wrong with Tunerables' car. But it's running, actually, it might be fine now. Penske's cars are sort of 1-2, but one of them's a lap down. Now, Sideways Reaction did get his lap back that time. So yes. We still have only got half a lap of green lap racing in the 50s out of the 11 so far. Cal's refired and is back in on the lead lap. Fast got refired out on the track, so... Quick look at the championship standings. He's Preston, I believe. He's roughly in mid-tail, yeah, he's 16th, so he'll drop down after today. Which is a really unfortunate one for him. That's not what I was trying to do. And that can go in there. Oh, we're getting ready for a green. Actually, I feel like just before we green, I should update this. I see some symmetry here. Who spun forward again? There's going to be plenty for this race, I reckon, in that column. As the assorted race notes. We're getting ready for a restart here. Is that another driver? Oh, that was Cal. He's trying to recatch the field. Let's hope we don't go immediately yellow this time. My hope isn't great. Liam is the first car off the lead up, so he'll get one of his 3 laps back if we immediately go yellow. Then the next one in that queue is based. And we are green. Green, green, green. Fried leads the 16 of Los Cubas and the 37 of Johnny. Now both of those two, it's actually the 12 and the 99 of Clume, so if there is an immediate yellow, both of them get their lap back for now. Now the A7 is going to try and do a sneaky and follow all of these guys through. That is the car of Markey. We've gone a lap without the yellow actually, which is quite impressive. So the 77 has come into the pit lane. That is Matty. And we're yellow. Now, where's the incident? It's probably going to be in the backpack, isn't it? That looks like... Oh! I wasn't trying to do that. I also wasn't trying to do that. I need to select the damn 6 car. Oh, there's been a big accident, actually. He's going to be taken out for the 2nd race in a row, I think. So, Hapes, AG, Neo, Josh, all involved in this one. Now Josh spins and is hit by... Oh my goodness, that's a roll, I think. That is a huge accident. Absolutely huge. That freak out will not be returning to the race, I can tell you. Okay, I'll leave it on the pace car for now. What kind of madness will be going on for the That's one of the biggest. That's probably going to be the biggest crash we see all year. We've got to. That has to be very, very close. If it isn't, so Josh has already been. So Josh is headed back to pit. Josh is back in pit lane. Gee, safety car, you better get moving. Okay, so what's happened here for 2? Is he just trying to figure? Are they all just trying to figure out their positions? I think they are. Safety car not doing a good job, as is customary now. We're going to see a couple of cars go out here. Josh is... So it would be a miracle if Josh returns to the race. Sideways Reaction is back in the pits again. I have no clue why this time. It seems like everyone else is still running, although Fast has now entered the lane with some mystery damage, as has Calster. Is that Josh? Josh is still running. Oh my. That is amazing. Just finishing will be amazing for him. So I'm just taking another look at the Neo card just for... Going for the TRD. Kelster is also in the lane, and there's another mystery card down here, I think. No, there isn't, apparently. So we've lost Neo and we've lost Lasagna. And we've lost Fast. Well then, I better update this under the safety car. Yeah, it is a really crazy race. Welcome back to Martinsville. We're still under caution, although we're getting ready for the green. It will be Doge who gets his lap back this time, if they go green. And Josh is actually still only one lap off the lead, as is Big Bum again. Okay. Pace car, lights are off. Let's see if we can get a more successful restart this time. We're already 30 minutes in. 30. Gee whiz, this is one long race. We're green. So Doge will spring by here. The lap cars are the inside. RWB will try and follow him, but I don't think he'll be as successful when he's not a Penske teammate. Actually, he might just do that here. He might just. We also have the 77, the 99, the 3 and the 13 on the inside line. That 48 car is pretty much clear. In fact, actually here he goes around it. Oh! Contact. Matty has muscled his way past RWB. That's pretty important because if Doge gets the lucky pass now, that's the battle for the next lucky pass. 38 is in line, that's Dell. And Cal is in line as well to get that damage repaired finally. Okay, the 2 is still just getting away. 38's in and out actually as well. That was just a scheduled stop, I think. 88 is in, so 88's in though. And out. Finally guys, damage repaired, good to see. Now RWB is actually clear, I believe, of Doge as well, so that's pretty important for the Lucky Dog Pass. Cal's gone straight back into the lane. This is not looking particularly good for the Mercedes-Benz driver. We finally got a bit of a run of green laps here. Took the biggest incident yet to get the drivers to behave, but they are finally behaving. Not the biggest incident in TCS history. There's a couple in Season 2 taking cake, but we had a surprisingly calm year in Season 3. Doesn't seem to be happening this year. I'm very yellow. We'll just check the car to make sure that isn't actually is right there. Oh, it isn't Gandu, that's the reason as well. I was expecting it to be Gandu. What's happened here? Why is Hapes missing his front? Is he the reason? We were agreeing until that point, so no. Oh, it is Currington, I think. $55. Where's the 55? I can't see it. Bit of a mess back here. So the caution is out here at Martinsville. Once again, it's for Currington, whose car had a puncture. So if we look at the cars off the top, we have Cal, who's been struggling to get repairs done. Dropped 4 laps of those. Spence 2 laps with fuel system problems. Liam 2 laps with engine issues. Crenton, who had that tyre issue. Dell, who pitted in an odd time but with no known issue. Josh, who rolls. Doge, who had engine trouble. Sideways Reaction, who was spun and then pitted again for more damage repair. RWB, who just got cocked up by the by the initial safety car, just couldn't end up putting his car in the right place, and Maddie, who had to pit with a tyre, I think. That plus the 4 retirements of Fast, Lasagna, Neo, and Preston leave the field with 26 cars on the lead lap. Last two of those are actually the two people who have Jeremy Clarkson themed profile pictures at the moment. In Zuma and Jermiat. Which team's going to? It looks like Junior Motorsports has a good front run. It looks like BMW has a good run. Priesty has just avoided all the incidents. That's how he's got there. And if Trudeau can stay on the, so if Trudeau and Shinj can stay on the lead lap, then those teams are a good contender too, because obviously Spencer's 2 laps down at the moment. Now the 88 keeps doing its cycling through pit lane thing. That car is seriously bugged. Doesn't actually come up with it needs to repair damage this time though. We're getting ready for a restart. 37 minutes into the stream and theoretically 19 minutes into the race. We've had to stop a lot more to get replays and stuff. 32 cars in. Shinji in line. What's caused that? Damage. That's probably from the last accident. Okay, basically it's Cubus, Johnny, Ren, Beetlejuice, Murky, Granger, Line Evo, Connor, Viper, Priesty, Lemon, Blue, so Zeem, ZX48, Ford GT, McCann, Ollie, Plush, Asimov, and Based. And it's definitely a mark of this race that only that 15th place has already been spun today. We're green. Avoiding trouble is hard here, but we'll give you a top 10 pretty much if you can. RWB is already... just as I was saying, RWB... So just as I was saying two things. One is that RWB is pretty much clear of fried. The second is that BMW are having a good day. One of those has come to no fruition, and I think, is that Josh again? Yes, it's the unluckiest driver in this race. This shouldn't take anyone else out unless that... Oh! Bad rejoin. I don't think there's too much harm done there. Josh has got up to see again, but he's now last off the lead lap as well, barring people multiple laps down. Now RWB has actually got through here. Matty will be really tempted just to drive through, but that's not really allowed. I think everyone, well, nobody knows what's going on right now once again, with who's meant to be where. Now we're getting an order. Fried is the leader still. I don't know if he's going to lose this race simply by virtue of the fact that no one's going to get a chance to pass him. Matty's in second. There's usually a lot of chain reactions this race. Both AG and Ren brought out the first two cautions, and since then they've both been by spinning someone, and since then they've both been spun. Now RWB is the 27th car on the lead lap, and he's also the first in a long run. So first in a long time that doesn't have damage, or at least visual damage. So he's 27th, and the next car that doesn't have any visual damage, we exclude cars off the lead lap. I think base has some on the front. I need a better full car shot of Zuma. It might actually be Zuma. Or actually it's Base, who's 5 positions ahead of him. Also, Ford in 20th. Gander in 19th. Hapes in 18th. So Asimov in 16th, which is a 15th, which we know about by proxy. ZX48 in 13th, which will be a career best finish from his final race. ZM in 12th. They all have damage. And add Beetlejuice in 5th to that. And Marky in 6th, because they've just come together under the safety car. Not too hard, but still they've come together. And not in the Beatles way that you want to. Fryder's just joined. He's just mentioned how starting on pole was pretty much made him the MVP for this race, and you can't really argue with that, given how big the notable events section for this race is. I think we can almost pencil down a win for him already, unless someone does something stupid on the restart. And he does have one of the more erratic drivers in the series who's going to be going for that lap back this time around with Matty, so he needs to be careful there. Fifth caution of the race. We're getting ready to restart from it, probably only to go to the 6th caution. This race has been all about instant avoidance. There's been a few people with one huge of that, while his BMW teammate has just suffered from it. The BMW of Priesty is one of those cars. I think Connor's one. Granger, if I'm not wrong, is one. The ZX48, although it does have damage, is definitely one. Lanevo, even to some extent Chorito, and two PWT cars, and we're green. Well, we're 3 wide immediately behind. With the car of sideways direction is actually still very fast. He's going to pass Liam he's going to lap Liam. Can Matty actually clear Pride for that lap back? Survey says yes. He wants the yellow flag to come over that right now, but pretty much everyone else on the racetrack doesn't. Particularly sideways direction, he's next to Gez. There is a yellow, and it's second. Let me bet this was bad contact with a lapped car. It was bad contact with yeah, I think that is a lapped car. Actually, no, that's a attempt for second. So he gets a small tap from Johnny. What happens next? Ah, that just pitches him into the outside wall. Everyone's got away with that one, which is very, very lucky. So we are now back. So Maddie will get his lap back. And if I'm not wrong, that's Beetlejuice in second. Good job to him, and Johnny will stay third. Because obviously he was involved in that contact, so he couldn't really gain from it. Okay, the RWB has run down the pit lane. I don't know why, but it has cost him his lead lap status again. The A3's been in the lane, which is Priesty. He is off the lead lap too. I think he still might be in there. No, he is not. I have no clue why they would choose to do that unless everyone's running low on fuel right now.